All right, welcome back, Attorney Steve Vondran. Can you trademark a hashtag? Let's find out on this episode of Litigation Whiteboard. Okay, Attorney Steve, here we go. So everybody knows what these hashtags are. They started out, back in 2006, I think it was, with Twitter. And it was a way you could put like hashtag meatballs. And then you could click on the hashtag and then you could go find other articles that were hashtag meatballs. And so it was a way to organize content. But nowadays it's become so much more. Now you have companies wanting to trademark their hashtags. Can you do it? Okay, so we have basic trademark law, and we know from the Lanham Act that a trademark can be any word, mark, symbol, device. It can be a color, it can be a smell, it can be a sound. It can be anything that identifies, that we call a source identifier, but it has to be tied into a goods or a service. This is what the marketplace is, the marketplace, okay? It can be broken down into goods and services, and you have about 45 different classes of goods and services recognized by the United States Patent and Trademark Office, what we call the USPTO. Let's put them up there. USPTO. That's where you're going to apply to get your trademarks. Now, if you haven't seen my video on how to get a trademark, make sure you Google Attorney Steve how to get a trademark. Watch my great video. We have over 130,000 viewers of that. It's a great video. It's a great intro, so you know what's going on. But your hashtags can be trademarked, yes. Now, the same rules apply as in any trademark, and I have down here, there are grounds for denial, okay? So when you apply for a trademark, you need to be able to show that it's identifying your goods or services, but there are some common grounds for denial. For example, if you tried to get hashtag meatballs, you would have a really hard time doing it. Why? It's a generic word. It's a descriptive word. Describes what it is. It's a meatball, and that's a word in the English language. You're not likely to get a trademark on that hashtag. So you want something different, okay? For an example, I am seeking a hashtag trademark right now for attorneysteve.com. That's attorneysteve.com, or should I say hashtag Attorney Steve, okay? Hashtag Attorney Steve. Now that identifies my services. I don't sell goods. I sell services. I'm a law firm. We sell legal services, okay? So this hashtag Attorney Steve, that I'm seeking a registration of that for my services. And so traditionally what I say is if you want to know if your trademark is available, you want to do a quick Google search, okay? You want to just do hashtag Attorney Steve on Google. See what comes up. You'll see different Facebook pages, probably some photo pages. You may see some Google websites, but you want to make sure you're kind of in the clear in your category, in one of your 45 categories. You want to make sure there's not somebody else that's selling meatballs in the meatball category. You know what I mean? So do a quick web search. That's going to help you out, because what will happen, see this LLOCC, likelihood of consumer confusion. If there's already something out there and it's in your category, if it's in real estate services, for example, and you already see something out there, ABC Mortgage, hashtag ABC Mortgage, you're going to have a hard time, because the trademark examiner is going to find that prior mark just with a simple Google search, as I mentioned. There's other tools that you can do as well, but if it's going to likely to infringe on somebody else's existing mark, then you're not going to be able to get the registration. This is why doing a good search in advance for your proposed hashtag makes a lot of sense, okay? And this is what an attorney can do for you. Now, some examples of two that I found online. Hashtag Jug Life. This is a company that sells water bottles. So you have Jug Life, there's the goods, that's selling goods. So as long as this Jug Life, if they can show, see here that I point to a specimen, when you're filling out a trademark application, they want a specimen, they want to see. What does it look like? Are you actually using this in commerce? Do you have this on a website? Are you using this on your goods? Can you send in a picture of that on your bottles so we can see your use of that? Can we see it in store displays, storefront displays, those kinds of things? So Jug Life for water bottles, that was one that was approved. The selfie, hashtag the selfie for a company that sells video and photo equipment. Again, there's goods. So it always has to work as a source identifier for your goods or your services. Can't just be some random thing you came up with. Has to tie it in. You have to have a specimen. Now, there's two different types of filings. I'm not going to go into depth on this. There is where you're actually using the mark right now in commerce. That's what we call a 1A filing. And then there's the time when you want to reserve the name that you have the intent to use that. And then after you get your application approved, you need to then give them the specimen down the road. Okay, so I like the ones where you're actually using it, but it can be used as an intent to use. So that's really the basics. Like I said, I like to search the web first. It's the same trademark principles that apply. Any word, symbol, name, mark, color, sound, anything that acts as a source identifier for goods or services. And once you get your trademarks, you always want to monitor it with cease and desist letters so nobody says you're abandoning your rights. That's another thing a trademark law firm can do for you, okay? Go enjoy the Super Bowl. I got to get down there. My wife's waiting for me. I told her I had to get this video out because it's on my mind. Hashtagging a trademark. Good luck. If you need some help with a trademark, you know where to find us on the web at attorneysteve.com. That's attorneysteve.com. The first name in legal services. Yes, that's trademarked as well. So is Attorney Steve, trademarked. Get yourself some intellectual property. Have a great day. Go 49ers! Woo!